I definitely 1000% agree that a man's purpose has to be the sole focus of his life before anything else. Because if it's not, then what are you doing? What imprint are you going to leave on the world? What change are you gonna make? Especially with all the negativity and all the facades and all the bullshit that's out here. Like there has to be men who stand up and speak up against that stuff. And if everybody's distracted with women or drugs or just doing a bunch of stupid shit, like we're gonna get fucked. And I think that's actually like probably a large part of the reason why we are in this current situation that we're in today. Like there's a lot of weak men out here, and weak men have allowed society to just get worse and worse and decay from the inside. You have men that don't have principles. You have all types of weird shit being taught in our kids' schools. Like it's really fucked, bro.
It is fucked, and it is men's fault. I'd say it's 90% men's fault, if not more. Right, that society is the way it is. Right, like I'm sure you've heard of this, but the average testosterone level of a male now is of a guy in their 20s is like a quarter or a fifth of our parents and grandparents. Right, like it's declining every single year.
It's crazy.
At the T levels. So the average man now is a quarter of the man of what your parents were.
But why though?
Right.
Why are the levels dropping, you think?
So I don't want to be a big conspiracy theorist, right? But it is to do to a lot of what we consume throughout the day, right? The introduction of, seed oils and a lot of the things that we eat, right, have a lot of chemicals and lowers your testosterone. A lot of the water you drink is full of microplastics, or if you drink tap water, that's even worse, has a bunch of estrogen in it, right? So that over a long period of time, over the years and years and years, lowers your average testosterone level of the average male here in America.
Do you think that that's intentional?
So whether it's intentional or not, maybe it's not intentional. Maybe it was just increased profit margins by corporations, right, to use all these chemicals. Maybe
That's a good way out.
right?
Yeah.
Like maybe,
Mm-hmm.
but let's say it was intentional, right?
Right.
Let's say it was. Wouldn't it make the population a lot easier to control if you have a lot of weak men, right? A lot of weak men that can be controlled by women. The average woman has higher testosterone than most males these days,
That's fucked up.
right? So let's just say that it was all intentional. It makes men easier to control, makes them more willing to just get a 9-to-5 job, be a slave, run the rat race, right?
Yeah.
I mean, it makes whatever. It makes taxes go higher. I mean, you need someone to flip the burgers, right? You need
Somebody's got to flip the burgers.
Someone's got to, someone's got to work, the service industry, right?
Yeah.
So, is it a conspiracy? I mean,
Who knows?
who knows?
Alex Jones says that the
Right.
tap water is turning the frogs gay. So if it's turning the frogs gay, who knows what the fuck it's doing to us?
Yeah, I mean, drinking tap water over a long period of time, I mean, who knows what it's done to men over 30, 40 years,
Yeah.
right? And there's, for everyone listening, stop drinking tap water, guys. All right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I stopped drinking tap water a long time ago. Not even that I heard anything about it necessarily. I just know that I used to drink maybe like Fiji water or Deer Park water, and it looked one certain way. It'd be clear. And then I'd pour tap water, and I'd look in the glass, and it's clouded. I'm like, what? Like, what am I supposed to do with this? This is like crazy. Why is this even allowed to be coming out of the faucet? It's sick. And then I always love when I go to restaurants, and they're like, I said, do you have bottled water? And it's like, no, but we have Brita, like filtered water. And I'm like, I'm okay. And they think that, like, really? Like, they say, why is that an issue?
Yeah.
Like, you need to do some research. That's fucking crazy.
Yeah. It's, and even like one step up from tap water is bottled water, right? Like bottled spring water, Fiji water, right? That's still much, maybe 100 times better for you than tap water. But there are still microplastics
Right.
in most bottled water, because most of that's been out in the sun. It's been transported in trucks that overheat. So all the microplastics get soaked into the bottled water when you drink
Wow.
it, right? So the one step above that, if you can afford it, is to have a dispenser and you get glass 5-gallon bottles delivered, and it costs like $30 $5 for each bottle, right? And you get like
Are you talking about like the big jugs?
the huge ones, and you get like the glass ones that cost a bit more, but those ones don't have any microplastics.
Okay.
And that's probably the cleanest.
So it's best
water
if
you
the,
can
if
drink.
the jugs that come in glass.
Yeah, come in glass.
Okay.
Right. So you avoid all the microplastics.
Okay.
Right. That's probably the highest step above. And then actually, and recently this past year, I've been, big into the whole like raw primal diet and all that, like eating raw things like raw butter,
Yeah.
raw eggs, all that stuff. And they actually talk about not drinking too much water, right? Like, and this might sound crazy, right? But drinking too much water actually it messes up your body, and it depletes a lot of the minerals in your body because
Right.
it's just cleansing your body. And like you should be actually be drinking a lot more like juices, right? Like clean juices, like pressed
juice.
juices, like cold press, like celery juice, or even like raw milk. Like the majority of the time, you can still drink water, right?
Yeah.
But you should be mixing that in, right?
Yeah.
I mean, I still drink water, obviously, but
Yeah.
it's all like, hey guys, like, just don't drink water anymore, right?
Right.
And you can just die of dehydration. But
Yeah.
but mixing that in with like celery juice, having a lot of fruit, like organic fruits, because fruits are mostly water,
Right. I can
cucumbers,
see
all
that.
that stuff, right? Like eating things that not only have water but they have a lot of minerals and vitamins.
Right.
Right.
Okay.